This is Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance, and we are joined by Gary Kovacic. He is a member of the Arcadia City Council, and you recently had a dedication of a statue. And I'll just say that the great-great-great-granddaughters of the person that was honored were there, which is terrific.
Not only there, they paid for the statue.
Even nicer. Tell us who was honored on April 16th.
Our founder and the first mayor of Arcadia, Lucky Baldwin.
That is a well-known name for a variety of reasons. He's famous, some would say he's infamous, but why don't you give us a sense of Mr. Baldwin and his contribution to Arcadia and the region generally?
Right, of course you run into his name all over the place. We have Baldwin Avenue going through our town, Baldwin Park,
right.
Baldwin Hills. He was basically the founder of Arcadia, and in 1903 he was looking for about 500 residents.
He needed 500.
He needed 500 to have the matter put to a vote. The rumor is he had to go up and round them up from elsewhere.
I love it.
But he found 500 residents, they had a vote, incorporated the city, most likely so he could do some gambling.
Yeah, let's talk about what Mr. Baldwin and his what word should I use? Exploits? I don't know if I want to be that pejorative.
No.
But he really did bring a lot to kind of the West, to California. Tell us about his involvement in horses.
Right. He actually established the first racetrack in Arcadia. Obviously, we have Santa Anita Park there now. But even before Santa Anita Park, he had established a horse race. He had a hotel there. Anybody who's visited the County Arboretum knows about Queen Anne Cottage. The adobe there, those were both structures that he had built. His presence is felt everywhere in Arcadia.
What about a certain animal that he brought, which I think they're beautiful?
Yeah, he also brought either 2 or 4 peacocks from India, and there are now probably hundreds,
they've procreated.
Of them. You're right, yeah.
What made the city decide to honor this man? Because, look, you know, like we've suggested, you know, he's a pioneer, but back in those days, pioneers had strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, we adopt him as our father. He is the father of Arcadia. We celebrate his life and his idiosyncrasies. We are a strong proponent of public art. Especially when somebody else wants to pay for it.
Tell me about his great-great-great-granddaughters.
Yes, I ran into Margot, one of the great-great-great-granddaughters, at a function at the Arboretum. We were talking kind of casually about Lucky Baldwin and how we could recognize him. And
so you were the impetus behind this?
Well, I don't know if I was the impetus.
Well, let's just say you were.
I was there at the ground floor, and it basically evolved into this project where we have a larger-than-life size statue of Lucky Baldwin at the confluence of Hawley Avenue and Huntington Drive, a bronze statue standing on a pedestal, gazing to the west. The statue is called Dawn of the West. So we think of the west as where the sun sets, but Lucky Baldwin looked at the west as a place where inspiration arises.
Because he came from Ohio.
Yes.
And he was truly one of those folks that were lured by the gold rush.
Absolutely.
Although he didn't make a lot of his fortune in gold, but he made his fortune in those that came to make gold.
He made and lost a lot of money.
But in the end, was he not a figure when he left us that had a tremendous amount of wealth?
I don't know what his status was on the day he died, but I know he did make a lot of money, lost a lot of money, but he also left a large footprint on our city of Arcadia.
So tell us again where we can go to see the statue, because like you said, he was larger than life and the statue was larger than life.
I guess appropriately it is midway between Holy Angels Church and Santa Anita Racetrack.
That is perfect. That is perfect. I appreciate you joining us. He is Gary Kovacic. He's a member of the Arcadia City Council. My name is Brad Pomerance. You're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.